Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about the lights, the way I test this little machine here. First, okay, this is the speedometer, potentiometer that adjusts the speed. You can see the one light there dimming and brightening. So I know that is the low side since I have it all programmed in and wired up to be the low side. I know it's the low side. I'll tell you one silly thing, I guess, that this is from the power input, and so this connects it to ground. So that is the low side. Okay, and I'm gonna leave that. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell the difference. And I'm gonna turn the shaft. And over here are the halls. Okay. So right now I'm looking at my little truth table here. And I can see the hall, the least significant digit is lit. So that is A. That is A. See, I have it on here. A. That's the bottom one. So this should be my code. And looking at it, that's what I have. Okay, so we're going to go, and I said this was counterclockwise. Let's see if that holds true. Yep. Okay, so I turn it counterclockwise. And that goes to 5 there. So phase, hall value of 5 gives me a 100,100. Okay, that's B low, A high. Okay, so that's what I've got here, and I'm going to adjust the pot. Yep, and you can see it dimming and brightening. So we're going to go another step. Okay, so here we are up here, 4, and it is down here, B low, which is the same one. There you can see those two are on, and C high. Okay, so we're going to go, that's 6. And the next one is line is 6. And we've got, let's see, which one is the low one? A low. So this one up here should dim and brighten, and look at that. Okay, so I can step through them all and I can see that it's doing what it's supposed to do according to the table. I can change my code to change it to the counterclockwise rotation. I just said clockwise rotation. Counterclockwise rotation. And it will match this also. And these are the mappings from clockwise to counterclockwise for the phases, and it works. So this is set up for a it's set up for the clockwise. I've kind of gotten confused changing from one program to another because this one is different than the program I was using previously. It uses more direct writes to the registers, which is still giving me trouble understanding. I know right there that for a fact. Oh, I wrote it all down on a different sheet of paper. And I went through this person's code here, wherever I stole this from. It was a video about controlling a brushless DC CD-ROM motor using this. I think this is the guy that they did a little bit of it in his engineering class and they didn't complete it, and so he wanted to complete it, so he just did it on his own. Anyway, you can see down here that, and I haven't figured this out, I'll admit. I have not figured out, oops, I'm looking at the wrong place. I haven't figured out this piece here. I think that, I don't know, because it's a little bit different each one of them, and I had written it down. You can see where I wrote it down, but it's not clear to me. So if he does a complement, he ands it to the port, he ands the complement to the port. So I don't know if that's supposed to be clearing it or what, but then he does an OR here with the value, which the value turns out to be the correct one for this phase. If you look on the, well, here it is right here, I've got it written down. B high is D3, which is on, and then he sets right here. Oh, good grief, I did it again. Down here he says he turns on pin 9, which pin 9 corresponds to A low. So it's becoming a little more clear. And like I said, I've got the lights here going, and proves it matches up with the table and everything. And then I can plug it in and it'll run. I think that's all I wanted to do with the lights. So what I'm going to do here is swap these straight over to this other proto board to run the motor. And I can do it just exactly how I have it plugged in. And what I'll do is connect the A high to A low, and the B high to B low, and the C high to C low. I do not need the halls, grounds, and like I said, I don't need the halls, so I'm going to disconnect these wires, move them out of the way. Okay, I have A to A, and B, yep, to B, and C to C. All right. And I'll plug the power in to V in and ground, and my 10 volt, the power to the motor. That 5 volt just is to the Arduino power supply. Okay. And I have to make sure I have this turned down. Potentiometer turned down all the way. And there we go. And now, nothing is happening. What did I do wrong? Oh, gosh. Got to plug it in. Got to have the key on to make it start. There it goes. All right, that's with the 10 volts. You know, I do have, oops, turn all the way down. I do have 12 volts up here. 12 volts of lithium. You see my cute little batteries? I've burned up a couple of them. All right. You can tell that's a little more power there. I'm going to hook up my FET drivers, and then I'm going to, I plan to put heat sinks on the FETs. Doesn't look like it's going to be very easy to do. So, and then I'll be able to run it at a higher voltage, I believe. So far, so good.